Welcome, everybody, to the Hugh Barbles podcast. My name is Jordan,
And my name is Ethan.
and today we will be discussing a brand new Star Wars show called The Acolyte, but we'll save that for a little
And
bit.
we will be talking about something very sad because the
What?
Boston Celtics won a game today.
Oh, they did.
And so we have a day of mourning as the Celtics won a game. They won the battle, but they will not win the war.
We'll see. Aren't they like 13-1 in these playoffs or something right now?
Yeah, because they played a bunch of children, injured children.
They did pretty well against
Seriously.
these guys.
And the Mavs have gone through 350-win teams to get to the finals, the first time since 2010 when the Lakers did that to beat the Celtics.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah. Kyrie was horrible today, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what his stats were, but Luka made his finals debut with the 30-point double-double, and Kyrie missed wide open shots. So,
Hate it.
and Porzingis came back from an injury. He was all amped up and whatnot, so it's fine. They won't win the title.
They and not that there's rust, because like some of them have. Yeah, they shook the rust off, and then they'll kick it into gear for the rest of it, probably. Hopefully, maybe.
Who, the Mavs?
Yeah.
They were not that bad. I think this was more of just like the Celtics were very excited. And they were very
Excited?
antsy.
Yeah.
They were very excited. They've been waiting 9 days uh for the other, like, it's just, it's fine. Even if they win the next game, even if they go all the way to a game 7, Mavs are gonna win.
I hope so.
I would put money on it. And
You
Luka
should.
will be finals MVP. I'm definitely not gonna put money on it. I hate betting.
Put $5 on it, so you can win $5.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say I don't even know what the blessings be upon you. I don't
Thank
even
you.
know what.
I spared you of the noise, but I sneezed.
I saw it. I watched it happen.
It
So if
was
you're
a
watching this, you saw it happen. That was a sneeze. That wasn't just a mime sneeze.
yeah. It was a violent one.
I will say, even if the sky falls and the Celtics win, the Lakers will win next year
Okay. Why?
because they're gonna get a new coach.
Did they fire their coach?
Yes, immediately.
Okay,
I
good. I
can't even
didn't hear
call him a
about that.
coach. They fired their former um, leader impersonator.
Right. Darvin Ham.
Yeah,
That was
Darvin
his
Ham,
name.
garbage trash. Yeah, we're never gonna talk about him again.
Oh my god.
That was the last time I'll ever say his name.
He looks familiar. Is there another coach that looks like him, or has he been around? Because I feel
I
like
don't know.
I've seen him for a lot longer than just these
He
two
looks like a
seasons.
character.
Yeah.
Winnie the
So,
Pooh, maybe like mixed with something, like with a
sure.
hippo.
Winnie the Pooh, really?
Yeah.
Are there any good prospects for coaches?
So, have you heard anything about the rumors?
No. What with Bronny?
No, with who the Lakers were gonna hire.
No.
So they've been rumored, and it has been pushed and pushed and pushed that they're going to hire JJ Redick, the podcaster, the also podcaster.
The Clipper.
And I've been on board. There's not really a lot of people available. We've been through this and up and down. Obviously, people are like clowning on us. Oh, yeah, Lakers are going to hire a podcaster as their coach now. Reports came out that said
I mean,
they looked at him like a Pat Riley, like a potential Pat Riley, because
that's
Pat
good,
Riley
right?
came out of nothing. Yeah. Did you watch Winning Time
No.
on HBO?
No.
Highly recommend that. Great show. Check it out. It's like dramatized Lakers. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Uh, JJ Redick also has a podcast with LeBron currently
Okay, I was gonna ask you, who does he
called My.
podcast with? I didn't think it was. He does a podcast with LeBron.
So okay, so he started the podcast Old Man and the Three, I think during the bubble. I think roughly like that's when it was
Yeah.
during COVID, and I watched pretty much from the beginning. Like he was not big at first, and then now he his podcast got so big it got him on ESPN, and now he's literally commentating the NBA Finals. Crazy trajectory. Good for him. Coaching, not so much. He's coached his son, and that's about it.
Okay.
That being said, he's a proven basketball mind because he about they're like 10 episodes in. He started a podcast with literally with LeBron called Mind of the Game, and they talk X's and O's and strategy and all that. So we know LeBron is like, rumors are he supports him,
Right.
but he has no experience, and that doesn't always bode well, especially when we're trying to win a championship like immediately, like
Yeah.
next year. And so there's two big NBA Twitter people that know everything. Woj, everybody knows Woj Bombs, and Shams. Are you familiar?
No.
Charania, I think is his last name. And so Shams has been, I forget, he was with like Yahoo or something. He's been tweeting out like reports, JJ Redick front runner for the Lakers, and I was like, all right, here we go. Like, I'm down. And then this morning, way before I woke up, I had a text from a buddy. Like, I was like, oh, he texted me early, but he's in Arkansas. This was
Yeah.
from 11. And it was a Woj bomb that the Lakers have extended a massive offer, reportedly now 5 years, 80 million, which would make this guy the highest paid coach in the NBA, to the UConn men's basketball coach who just won back-to-back championships.
Okay.
His name's Dan Hurley. And that changes everything. That is like
That's like Jim Harbaugh.
massive. Yes, it's like on this like game changer potentially.
That's cool.
This guy has offense. He runs plays. He doesn't have a clipboard that says stop the ball or whatever, which I don't know if you saw that
When in
picture, but
doubt,
there's a
use
picture of-
LeBron.
You saw that picture where he
No.
didn't have plays drawn up, he just wrote something on the clipboard?
No.
It said contest without fouling. They called a timeout and he wrote contest without fouling on a clipboard.
I see it right
designed to
now.
write plays on.
Wow. Yeah, cool. Am I supposed
That
to
was our
run that
coach.
on the court? Am I supposed to spell that out?
Bro had no idea what he was doing, and this guy is like setting records for his offense and the number of schemes they have and like the efficiency and everything. Like they killed everybody in the tournament. They beat everybody by 20 points. Like that does not happen. Like every single team.
Yeah.
And they just won back to back. And then it came out like he told his team today at practice he is talking to the Lakers. Like this changes everything. I'm low key hoping we get JJ Redick as an assistant, maybe like
That'd be
learn
great.
from this guy.
Yeah.
And I do think he has a good mind, but
I mean, for this guy, like,
I'm
whether you win or lose, it's not many people get to coach LeBron, or the Lakers. So just to add that to the end of your career or just part of your career would be pretty amazing. So I
or
understand.
immediately become the highest paid coach in the NBA.
I mean, nice cherry on top. Yeah.
We're the Lakers. This is what we're supposed to be doing. This is the kind of move. And then you get a guy like that, and who knows what other pieces we can get. So things are looking up.
Good. That's awesome.
Now, as long as this goes through, because this is not final. But
I wonder why he
Good
wouldn't
news.
take it.
because you just won 2 championships in a row at UConn, build a legacy.
That's a pretty good legacy in itself, I would think. Don't you always want to climb? I mean, has he participate in the NBA at all ever? Like, has he been an
I don't
assistant or anything?
I don't think so, but I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very exciting. Now, how do you feel about like is Bronny gonna come to the team or is that
I think
uh,
do it.
really
Yeah, I've been like that. Make LeBron happy.
right?
Put him on the South Bay Lakers. You don't have to use the 55th pick. I think you bring him undrafted. You put him on the South Bay Lakers.
Is no one gonna pick him?
You maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. The NBA draft, and we'll be live reacting to the NBA draft here on. No, we will not be doing that.
Now, when you say put him on the South Bay Lakers, does that mean he won't play with his dad? He's just a Laker.
If they sign him to a two-way, he can play X number of games with the full team.
Okay. Gotcha. I mean, this whole time I always assumed it was to be on the main team. I didn't even think about putting him on the, you know, JV team or whatever. So
The G League.
yeah, that was
I always forget if it's D League or G League.
yeah. I thought it was D League.
Is it D League and it used to be G League?
Maybe it's
I'm
the other way
old
around.
now and I can't remember things.
It's the G League. I think it used to be D
G
League.
League, bro.
G for Gatorade.
And it was and it was the LA Defenders. That was our team.
Now it's the South Bay
Now it's
Lakers.
South, so much better.
So much better. That's dope.
I mean, we literally have a team.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's wild.
The
Have not been to
Ontario
a game, but-
Clippers.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Wow, there's a lot
Random,
of
but I'm
not normal teams in here. This is interesting. I like it.
yeah. They're trying to develop a full minor league system where each full NBA team has a minor league affiliate.
There's a Mexico City team.
Yes, they're trying to expand into Mexico City.
There's
We'll
a
see.
Rio Grande Valley team where Andy's from.
Oh, that's funny. They're definitely Spurs.
No, that's the Austin Spurs. This is the Rio Grande Valley Vipers.
So maybe it's either Rockets or Mavericks.
Yeah,
That's funny.
cool. Yeah, yeah. I love stuff like this. I love seeing new teams. It's like, what does it remind me of? I don't know. It just all seems like made up, and I like seeing what like kind of logos and stuff people came up with. I know this is real; they're real teams, which makes it even cooler. But I like looking at maps like this. Anyways, well,
Here's
good.
the pickle team.
What?
The Portland Pickles.
I'm not seeing that.
Yes. Baseball.
Oh. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd so be a fan of them. That's amazing.
Oh, this is perfect segue. Did you see Cosmic Baseball?
No.
Oh my God, dude. Cosmic Baseball is one of the coolest things that humans have ever done.
Oh.
And you got to see the moment it turns on. They like count it down.
Yeah.
I want to go to this. I
Is-
kind of want to live in that.
What is this like a league?
It was a one-off event of a minor league team.
Okay. Got it. Cool. So it's like when you do cosmic bowling sometimes.
Yeah.
They just very cool.
Which
Oh,
I
I
really
love
want to do.
it.
So we need to do some cosmic bowling at some point.
Yeah, for sure. Huh. This is I never thought of something like this. It almost seems like it would be dangerous, but if everything glows, then what does it matter? Oh, this is
why do you
awesome.
think it'd be- Oh, yeah.
Just because it's darker, but
Like,
every
and you
sport
can't
should
see.
do this.
Yeah, I thought you meant like dangerous because, like the black light.
Nah, no. But I mean,
But yes, I
football.
love it.
I think football would be awesome for this.
That would be
I
terrifying.
think soccer would be very cool. Maybe not
Soccer would totally
as.
be.
It would be cool.
Baseball is perfect because everybody's standing in one spot,
Yes.
and there's not a lot of running into each other.
Right. Yeah. True. That kind of adds to the danger when it's a collision sport. Like basketball would be very dangerous. I think.
Yeah, and honestly, and soccer. They're
Yeah.
all. It's all gonna be sketchy. I'm thinking cosmic tennis.
You don't really need. You know where your feet are going. It's all flat. So yeah, you just got to see the lines. Yeah. Cosmic tennis
And
is.
and
That's great.
here's another one, cosmic golf.
Yeah.
But reading the green would be like nearly impossible. So I don't know how they could pull that off.
I mean, it's a non-regulation game. You just do it
Yes.
for fun and see what happens. That we
Oh,
did that, didn't we? Didn't we play with glow in the dark balls at night at that course?
yeah,
They
which we
didn't work
definitely
very
should do
well.
again. It's hard because yeah, that one's thankfully it's cheap there. Night
Yeah.
golf with lights would be much better, but the glow in the dark balls are fun.
Yeah. That's such a fun idea. I love it.
It made me think cosmic mini golf, but then I did see this. There's professional mini golf.
Oh my god, that's right. You sent me that.
These
Ridiculous.
people are all like, I wonder if they could putt in like real golf.
Probably. I'll say probably. But
They can only hit it over little ramps.
dude, they look so lame. I
Yeah, it's
hate
pretty
this.
bad.
Taylor and I did glow in the dark golf one time. It was pretty fun. Or mini golf.
Oh, really? Glow in the dark
Yeah.
mini golf?
Yeah.
Okay,
It
that's
was cool.
super cool. Because I did just think the place they can do this because Top Golf at night is cool. It's not this cool. They should definitely do Cosmic Top Golf, where it is black light, like
Yes.
out.
Yes.
I just don't know how, like, people need to walk around like in the bays and stuff, and that might be dangerous.
I mean just have a black light, right?
Mm.
Just everything that's lights. I mean that's what the field did. Everything that's lights is just lit by black light, which isn't that dark. So,
I'm sure there's a way to figure it out.
yeah. And, making it you have to make it an event so that people come wearing like neon clothes and stuff. So everyone's glowing, everyone's standing out. Yeah. I love.
And they're down.
We'll be the champions of all the glow in the dark sports in the world.
Oh, which brings me Cosmic Podcast.
We could do it.
Might hurt, but I'm down.
Nah,
Close.
not off to a great start. I'll
Mm.
replace that with
Yeah.
with a black light one of these days.
Do they have ring black lights?
Probably.
Mm, they're black lights for rings. I'll have to do some more digging. I really want to talk about South Park, but I feel like you should watch it.
I don't like South Park.
What is you don't like South Park?
No,
Why do you not like South Park?
I don't find it funny, and they all bug me,
So
and I hate the way it
I
looks.
typically I typically don't like South Park, but it was very cathartic as they just say everything that's real,
Yeah.
and it was kind of nice. That's all I'll say. But yeah, they basically did an episode on Ozempic.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm gonna
Look,
say.
I'll watch it. If you want me to watch it, I'll watch it. Like I'm not
You do
I'm
not
not
have
that
to watch
against
it.
it, but also I appreciate South Park. I just don't like it. Like I like that they go out there and they
Yeah.
say crazy stuff and they're not afraid to make fun of anything. I appreciate that. It's just it always rubs me the wrong way. Not what they're saying, just the show itself.
What was so crazy was I was like, they're not the ones saying the crazy stuff. They're the ones saying the real stuff,
Yeah,
and
no, I
everybody else
know.
is crazy. But
Very
yes,
true.
they go after everybody. And they do it in an extreme way.
Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it because I am kind of fascinated by the whole Ozempic thing. So
That's that's the reason that I'm like, this one's worth watching because I learned about the whole kind of phenomenon,
yeah.
and they did a really good job of like packaging that. Uh, the reason I had heard about this was somebody sent me this thing. They spoofed Lizzo,
Oh,
and she responded to it like on TikTok.
did she think it was funny? She seems like she would think it's funny.
She did say it was funny. And she's
Okay.
a horrible person, so I'm glad she didn't be more horrible. She's
Is
done
that
bad stuff.
is that a proven thing?
That's like a yes.
The banana stuff
Look
or
up some of
whatever?
the reports.
I know I've heard
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
To employees, yeah, no, you can't do that.
I know you can't do it. I just thought I also heard people say that that didn't happen.
Really? That
Yeah.
would be news to me.
Whatever. I could not care less about Lizzo, so
Not for
I'm
us
not even
to.
going to look into it.
We're not trying to cancel anybody here.
No. Especially, I'm not trying to cancel the Acolyte either, but we'll get into that
No.
after a quick word from our sponsors, which is us. If you like what we do, we'd really appreciate if you'd consider supporting us on Patreon. Now more than ever, small independent teams need all the help they can get, and we'd love to have you join the rebellion.
Joining us on Patreon can get you a wide array of perks, starting with our 1-star tier. Joining this tier will get you voting rights for Movie Madness, our weekly journey through an actor's entire filmography.
Our 2-star tier will give you extended episodes of the Huber Rebels podcast, Game Chat Tonight, and Movie Madness, both ad-free and a day early. Plus, you can write into those shows for a chance to have your questions and comments read on the podcast.
The 3-star tier delivers the most value with our Patreon exclusive shows. You will get a monthly episode of Crossword Struggle and Climbing the Ranks. And we have more exclusive shows planned to add even more value to this tier.
Next, as a 4-star rebel, your name will be listed in an on-screen shoutout on each of our weekly scheduled shows.
Finally, you can be one of only 24 people to be considered a Founding Rebel. You will receive a limited edition Founding Rebel t-shirt. Your name will be read on each of our shows as a Founding Rebel, and you will forever be remembered as one of the very few people to truly help start the rebellion.
Visit patreon.com/HuberRebels for more information. Thank you so much for your support, and back to the show. Welcome back. We are going to talk about the Acolyte. I think we've both been very excited to talk to each other about this. Just came out a couple of days ago, and the first 2 episodes are out, which are called, should have had this ready, oh boy, Lost and Found, and Revenge and Justice.
Oh. Oh, are they all going to be something and something?
I feel like they're both going to be like dichotomies, yeah.
Are we... How spoilery are we going?
I was going to ask, we
Full
can either
spoiler.
start non-spoiler and then go into spoilers, or we can just do full spoilers. I mean, it's only the first 2 episodes. It's not like it's the end of the show or anything. I say we just go into it.
Full spoilers.
Yeah.
Don't listen if you don't want to talk about the actual episode. This is post-episode watch discussion.
Yeah,
For
our
everybody
first
involved.
impressions of the Acolyte, which I'll admit I was not excited for. I did not think the trailer looked good. Of course, I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm going to watch it right away, but yeah, I was not excited for it. Now, you responded and said, just finished, can't wait to talk about this, LOL. So I'm like, I don't know where he's going with that. I can't tell what you're feeling, so I'd like to know what you thought of the first 2 episodes.
Did I say LOL?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm 1,000% into this. This is some of my favorite Star Wars that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
That's not even like to throw shade at anything else. I just objectively came out of this and I was like, that was so I wore. Why? Stupid bad week to week. Bad week to week shows. Give it to me now. I would have watched all of it in one day.
Yes, I agree.
I'm over it.
We talked about this. I don't think
Done.
these Star Wars shows are good enough to be week to week, and I would even still say that is the case with this. Like, ugh, I just want to finish it. Like one episode a week from here on out. It's gonna be brutal, especially if they're not that long. They're not. I've seen the
Yeah.
run times for all the episodes. I think the longest one is like 45, and a couple of them are 30 something. So that
I
sucks.
I have to say, at a minimum, being able to watch 2 episodes was like okay. If it had just ended after episode one, and
Yes.
Maya was even upset. She's like, "That's it? Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "There's another episode." I
Yeah.
said, "Good." Uh, I have considered it.
Almost everything that was in the trailer was in these first two episodes, which I like. I always like
Yes.
when they do that.
Yes.
So everything from here on out is pretty much a mystery, except for like one character that is in the trailer that we know is still coming. Um, Sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, since watching next week is gonna be kind of tricky. How do you? I mean, you can, I guess, do. I don't need to review this week by week.
No, me neither.
Week. How down are you? Although it's not finished until July 16th. To like wait and binge. Like I am like considering,
I can run it
or
by
maybe
yeah. I'll run it by Taylor and
maybe
see.
two at a. It's 8 episodes, so I might even be down to watch like every 2 weeks and be able to watch 2 episodes or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's the first time I've even considered that, but I wanted to throw that out there. For
yeah. Because like I
dream.
said, these are not long enough. That it's not gonna satiate me to wait a whole week and then get a little bit. But yeah, I'm sure Taylor would be down for that. So oh,
I was gonna say, if you're watching, let us know. What do you think? Do you want to wait to watch these all at once? Do you want to watch one at a time each week? Also, does it impact the opinion and how you?
yes, that's why I said I don't think I like the other shows as much because of the break. Yeah, I
Yeah,
probably will try and wait. It's gonna be hard, but
we
so
can we can play it by ear.
let's get into it. What did you were you liking it immediately?
I so the opening was actually what we saw at the end of the Phantom Menace.
Oh, okay,
That was
cool.
what it was. It was that opening fight scene up till
Probably didn't see her die, right?
before. No, it was close to that.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm also tripping because I definitely recognized her. Didn't realize it was Carrie Ann Moss from Matrix. Have you seen all those?
Nope, just the first one. Taylor nailed it. She's like, "Is that the girl from Matrix?" I'm like, "Trandy?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it is."
That's funny. Well then no Matrix spoilers, but there was a interesting uh commonality, I'll call it. Also
Okay.
martial arts in the Matrix movies, and
Yeah.
in like this is martial arts, so that's
Oh,
that was kind of cool.
there was some other comparison I saw. I thought that, anyways, what this scene in the trailer, I for some reason did not like. I didn't like the fighting. I thought it was too like kung fu-y for Star
Yeah,
Wars, but it makes sense now that I've seen it with the Jedi being so passive and defensive, and it's like of course that's going to be the kind of like martial arts stance. Like martial arts a lot of times isn't for attacking, it's self-defense. So like that's why they're fighting so much that way. Plus the girl attacking, I know we're spoiling, but I'll try to
my
not for as long as I can. She, yes, uh, is trying not to use weapons, so that kind of leads into the hand-to-hand combat as well.
she was used. Oh, did she initially try not to use weapons?
I think so. I don't know. She's kind
Okay.
of half and half. She's like, I have them if I need them, but
No, I want to talk about all of it because I want us to try to like also figure stuff out.
yeah,
Like that's also kind of what this is. Maybe we do two at a time or something because the mystery is a little bit fun.
I think two at a time is okay.
I agree with you though. I was a little worried about the kung fu, but I think they nailed it.
Yeah, I think
It
it's
was
great.
pretty clear from the beginning that this was going to be like the kung fu Star Wars, which I just love them touching all the. It's just are they going to do it well? And I agree. I hadn't thought about the whole defensive aspect of it though, and that's cool. Like they're treating the lightsabers kind of more carefully, maybe.
Yeah, For sure, because the main guy, Soul, hasn't pulled it out at all yet.
Great aliens, like across the board right off the bat, I would say. You feel differently?
Here's the thing I was talking to Taylor about, and I wasn't getting my point across. I don't like the way people look in this show. Like,
Oh,
I don't like Catface Girl. I don't
okay.
like Green Girl. I, they're all girls. That's not why. I don't
It is
like
why.
what's his face's. No, not that's not
Kidding.
his Padawan. It the other kind of white faced girl that's now with them going to try and arrest. Uh, what? It's May and what's the other girl's name?
My
Osha.
and
I keep forgetting Osha.
Osha.
Uh, that they are too human with just like Halloween prosthetics on. It bothers me. I either want humans or aliens. Like, and I know that there are like half and halves in the movies. Like, it's not a TV show. It's not a low budget thing. I know there are some, but like, just seeing them is distracting me for some reason.
I know that's always bothered you, too.
Has
Going
it?
back to Fish Guy in Mandalorian, in the first scene of The Mandalorian.
Okay, that was just his personality. I hated his personality. I liked the way he looked. I mean, he was very different looking. He was short. He
Yeah.
looked like an alien, not a person with whiskers and cat
Okay.
ears.
I
What is
didn't
that?
mind the Padawan. I didn't mind the Padawan, the cat lady. It threw me off a little bit
Yeah.
because it was like CG. It wasn't full prosthetic, which I think would have been better. I just don't like the green girl, but I that might just be her. I don't like her.
Yeah.
Not the just her character. Like she's all I'm in charge. Or I don't even know how to
She
describe
apparently
it. I
has a
don't like
pretty
her.
big backstory. Like as a character, she's been in books, and I think she was in a lot of the High Republic books or Old Republic books. She's like 100 something in this show, I think.
Yeah, so when she said like, "Oh, I remember when you were young," and I was like, "He's old." And
Yeah.
if you're all like acting like this, you're very old. But yeah, something about her, and I'm like, "Oh, you're a green person." I didn't like that.
It's not ruining the show for me at all. I don't mean to.
Yeah.
I don't want to be negative and like harp on it. It just honestly, it's the only thing about the show I don't like so far. Is just these
So
distracting looking aliens.
I'm gonna throw this out there
Yeah,
because in a theoretical infinite universe, there's gonna be some people that you don't think look cool.
for sure. I think you said that at the time about the blue person too. I get it. Like there's gonna be every type of looking person in the universe.
Is that what
I
I
know.
said? Yeah. Because when I said the aliens and whatnot, I was thinking of in the bar, in the initial like bar scene, like the
Oh
bar
yeah.
owner, the robot thing that she went to, like when she
Oh,
walked
that
in,
weird
the
red
other characters. Yes,
juice thing. Yeah, for sure.
yes,
100%.
exactly. So
Love
that's
all
what I
that.
was thinking of, and then you said that, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Like those two were the ones that jumped out to me, like, oop, you're a bit odd, but okay, yeah, that was interesting.
I'll
Um,
even completely take back my thoughts on the blue guy. I mean, he's
he grew
annoying,
on you.
but I don't dislike that they made him. Like, he's
Yeah,
supposed to be annoying. But I
yeah,
like the practical makeup and
yes.
prosthetics for making these people as aliens. I think that's really cool. I just want like more Kiadi Mundis. I want more Shaktis. I want more of like those kinds of things. I know they're humanoids, but
No, I was gonna say we have more of them. They're not as special.
true. Yeah, I get you.
No,
I'll come
I'm torn on
around.
that
I
because
know I will.
because when you say that, that's who I think of. I'm like, yeah, like like he's iconic.
Yeah.
Like that I would say that's the word. Star Wars is so often iconic, and like Green Girl's not iconic.
No.
Green Girl's an alien.
But hardly anybody in the show. It's going to be hard to make anybody in the show iconic off the bat. I mean, this is the oldest we've ever been. So realistically, we aren't going to know anybody in this show. So it's a tall order for them to make some good iconic people here.
I already
And
have a favorite character.
they
I know
they
you
might
know.
be. Yeah, I
I know
know.
you can guess who that is.
Soul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love him.
He's
Like
great.
he's my new Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just the old wise guy that just knows what's up. Like y'all with your processes, like come on. We know what to do. And super strong, like couldn't even touch him. And I think Maya was like, "Oh, he's not as good. He's not as good as the other one." I was like, "Nah, he's better." Like,
Then which
and
one?
then boom, he had all of her spikes.
Yeah. That was sick.
And the one that was killed.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to find
She
out
was
the
good too.
backstory of, I mean, I guess those guys knew each other because they were Jedi, but, what tragedy happened that she has to kill all four of these Jedi. Okay, since we're in spoilers, when did you know or suspect that there was a weird twin thing going on?
When she said, so they arrested her, and when she was like, "No, it wasn't me," and when then they shifted, I think, to Soul, and he was saying like, yeah, what was it? I can't remember the first moment, but then I was like, oh,
He was saying like
the
it couldn't have been
tattoo.
her, like he didn't believe it. Oh, really? Tattoo?
At one point I was like, oh, it's the tattoo. Like that, I just realized that. I was like, that's why she looked and went, oh, it's you. And
Right.
I was like, and we haven't seen her forehead, Osha.
Right.
I was like, there, it's a twin thing. I
I
can't remember the exact moment, but yeah.
it honestly was the performance of her name is Amandla Stenberg, the girl that plays the twins. Amandla. Interesting. It was her
Her.
performance of when she was in the prison and they were asking her and she was like, I didn't do it. I was like, I
Yeah.
believe you. So then I was like, what's going on? And then I turned to Taylor and like, watch her be like a twin or something. And then they're breaking out and she can't use the force. I'm like, oh, I think I'm right. But this
It,
girl, I think, is
I think it
honestly
was around then.
fantastic. I
Yes.
really,
She's
really,
crushing it.
really like her. Like, if they put her in a movie, I would not be upset. And I can't say that for a lot of the TV show characters. I think both of them are really cool. And I would
I
like to
think she's
see, we'll see more of them in the show, obviously.
no, I think both her character and her performance are top notch.
Yeah. Um, but the assassin is dope. I really
Yeah, oh
like
yeah.
the throwing knives. You've seen The Good Place. Have you seen The Good Place?
I recognized him immediately.
I
I was
love
like,
him
I
in
know that
this.
voice.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that voice. I know who that is. And then I was like, oh my God, it's Jason.
Yep. Jason Mendoza.
He's
Blake Bortles.
perfect.
Yeah, he
He's
is,
perfect for
honestly.
this character.
I,
Uh, I was
go
gonna say,
ahead.
going back to episode one,
Yeah.
because I know we're like all over the place here.
Yeah, yeah.
So, episode one, we get the intro, we get the mechanics. I don't know. Also, if you had this thought, but I was like, why are people out on the ships doing repairs?
Never seen a
Like this,
spacewalk in Star Wars, I don't think, before. I want to say maybe in like
but I was like,
Rebels or something, but
yeah. I was like, this feels very dangerous
yeah.
and unnecessary because we have droids, and they literally called it out like the Republic outlawed human things and said only droids, and then they called out R2s,
Yep.
astromechs. Like it's just they're nailing it.
On
All the
this like
subtle little details,
early Nemoidian trade ship.
which is yes, Nemoidian. Okay, perfect. I was like, those are the dudes.
Yeah, I
Those are the
love that.
dudes.
Um, Pip. What do you think of Pip?
The little robot.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll be honest. When it went and she woke up and here's my little droid, immediately I was like, okay, this is kind of cheesy. It's the I'm in my little ship, and it almost immediately after that, I didn't feel like that when it was like, oh, we're on a trade ship. I thought she was in her own ship, and she was like, and I was like, okay, this is all. Everybody always has their own ship, and they have their little droid.
Right.
They pivoted it enough to be unique, and I was like, I'm cool with this 100%. That's all.
I I think Pip is awesome. He's like her own little personal
Yeah.
little Swiss Army knife droid. He's so cute. He reminds me of a toy. Like he looks like he'd be in Toy Story.
Hmm.
I like him a
They'll
lot.
definitely sell them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I might. I need to be more attached, but he's a cool thing to have. I think more than a BB-8 for
Yeah,
me. I think he'd be a cool thing to have on your desk. What if he was
100%.
like a calculator? He'd be a cool calculator.
What if he's a taser?
That too. Flamethrower.
So you can tase parasites off of people.
Okay, and then we got the Jedi coming in. What's his name? Yord. Yord and his Padawan
Yes.
come
Oh,
in
yeah.
to escort Osha off the premises. I mean, this is by design, but I kind of hate him so far. I think we're supposed
Oh,
to.
yeah.
He's so annoying.
I don't.
But I
I
don't
don't
hate him.
hate him.
He's such a douche, but I can see where he's going and like I respect it, but he's just too by the book right now, and he'll learn how to
He's
carve his own path.
he's young. We got to follow the rules. We got to do everything like this. It's just like,
I hated the shirtless scene. I did not think that was necessary. I thought that was so weird for this.
yeah, he was pretty ripped though. I'm okay with it.
I'm not saying he's not ripped, but like it was just
He
so.
earned it.
It's like he put in his contract, I'll do it, but I need to have my shirt off one time. It's like,
Yes,
why?
yes, I agree. It was a bit.
Why
It
are
was
you
random. Unless
ironing
they're
your
gonna get
robes in
together.
the middle of the ship?
No, that wasn't the middle of the ship. That was the Jedi Temple.
It what?
They were
Whatever.
going and
It
getting him,
seemed like it was a pretty
right?
common space that he was just had his shirt
Yeah,
off, and I don't know.
it was weird.
Like Ray intrudes Kylo Ren's space when he's in his own private quarters. He's not expecting anyone to be looking at him. He's in his room. He can do whatever he wants when he's in his room. I was like, I don't know, whatever. I don't really care. But I was just like, what? That was so jarring. Why did we need that?
I'm not mad about that. Uh,
I like his
Call
yellow
out. I
lightsaber.
agree. It was weird. I think that's the Jedi Temple like lightsaber.
Yeah,
I feel
they
like there
used
was
to have a lot
of
of yellow,
those
huh?
color. Yeah, like all the temple guards had that. I'm also really curious about the outfits. I know it's like a High Republic thing, but like, why and where did that all go? Or did it not disappear and we just didn't see it?
This show doesn't really scream like it's 100 years ago, and I thought it would more so. Like, obviously we've never gotten any uh, visual High Republic stuff. I have never read them, so
Book
like I'm not
covers.
super familiar with it. Right, so it's like just the robes. I just thought everything would look more different, but it's like almost unrecognizably a different time period. I guess it's only 100 years, but for having a
Yeah,
different
100
era
years is
stamped on it, I don't know. But
no, it's not going to be that different. I mean, it's tricky because even when Star Wars has gone back 10,000 years, it doesn't look that different. It's the thing I'm most curious about how they're going to differentiate
yeah,
time. The outfits are a little different, but like still the same. I'm not, yeah. It's something to keep an eye on for sure.
I I really liked seeing another Jedi temple. Or
Oh,
was it a
good.
temple? It was a Jedi something, right?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that because I forget what I think it's in Rebels. It's either Rebels or Clone War. I think it's in Rebels. Yeah, and they're talking about the past. And the Jedi had a temple on like every single planet.
Yeah.
And this is like back when the Jedi were literally outposted everywhere. And it was
That's
like, oh,
why
you were stationed there.
that's what she says in the beginning, like, take me to your Jedi, like your appointed
Yes.
Jedi for this area. Yeah.
Yeah, good call. It's we've never seen that before. Like I think it's gonna be subtle things that we'll just have to pick up on like the differences. Like there's Jedi everywhere. Like these were the four Jedi like stationed on this planet or whatever.
When we
And
meet
something
the
happened and
Jedi,
now they're being hunted.
yeah, when we meet the Jedi
Hmm.
in episode 1, it's like they're soldiers essentially compared to this, and they become more so when the Clone Wars come around, but it's like they're really just there to go out on missions and bring peace, and then they come back and they all just chill here. It seems like on Coruscant.
Yeah, in episode one they weren't even soldiers. They were more like not politicians, but
I was
what do
thinking a
they call
political
them?
party kind of thing, yeah.
They're more of like they're diplomats. Like
They
they
called him ambassadors, right, when they first came in.
ambassadors.
Yeah,
Yes, perfect. Uh, it's just it has changed in 100 years for sure
that's so
from
weird.
this vibe. They've he lost some power or pulled it back. Based on like some of the other stuff we've seen, like it seems like it just goes more and more to their head. Maybe they think they're too good to need to be on all these temples, like exploring and growing and learning. Now they're just like,
That's
we're just gonna stay in our high temple and hang out here.
so interesting because I mean that kind of solely puts the blame on like Yoda and Mace Windu and our elite Jedi because the Sith haven't come back yet. They don't realize until the end of episode 1 that the Sith are back, and by that point they're already in their high tower like we're talking about. So, yeah, it's like it's our OGs that kind of ruined it and brought it down.
Oh, when I watch the prequels now, it is fully with like, man, these guys are so dumb. Very different from being young and being like, oh my God, the leaders of the Jedi. No, I look at this group of idiots. No wonder Anakin hated them and was
Yeah.
like, what are you guys doing? And why Qui-Gon pushed against them. That's why Qui-Gon's my favorite. Like, I think he makes them look stupid,
Yeah.
but they're doing what they believe, right? Like, it's all that ideological battle. Since we mentioned them, are we going to see Yoda in this show?
Perfectly primed to see Yoda. It would almost be weird to not see Yoda, honestly. Uh, I forget if I've heard if anyone said it. I mean, no matter what anyone says, I don't know if I believe it. They might be misleading. It to me, honestly, it's weird if we don't see Yoda. They're in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, where I assume he is a Jedi Master. Like, why would we not see him?
What if he's stationed somewhere?
Yeah,
He might not be a master yet.
Yoda at 800.
What if it took him, he got 850 and then it clicked?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Uh, True. He could be stationed somewhere else. I hope they reference him. I hope they at least say his name.
To be honest, we need a reference point. We need to know, like, what was Yoda doing 100 years before?
Yes. I
And
always
they can
want
keep going back.
some kind of touchstone. It's fine if this is a completely standalone story, but I just want something to connect at some point in time. I know it's 100 years ago, but
Yeah.
why did you choose this time? I saw something interesting that, like, Palpatine could be born, like, right now. He was born, I think it said,
He wasn't 100 in episode one.
no, but hold on. Because this is 100 years
He was like 60.
before.
One. And he was like 60 at max. So he would still be like 40 years out. I know there's
Hold
stuff
on.
with his age. So yeah, see what you can find. Um, and then we can talk about. So okay, a couple other things. I love the planet callouts, showing us the name of the planets.
Yes.
And then there's also the way that they did the intro with the blue text summarizing the state of the universe or whatever. And
Yeah.
I like how they've aesthetically gone about this, introducing this show with its own visual identity.
Um. Yeah, I liked the opening. I liked the text. I'm glad they didn't do like a crawl or anything, but yeah,
Hmm.
it was cool. Planets. I feel like I've
There's
never
a
heard of
new
these
way.
planets before,
No, they're all pretty much new.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Um, I was so stoked when I saw Coruscant though. I was just like, yes, a good planet.
Oh, with a few less buildings? I wanted to get like a comparison shot. Felt like a little bit
It
less
kind of
dense.
did, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, just a
I,
little
c-
bit.
I could believe that they learn how to mass produce buildings in 100 years to where like one's going up every couple days or something.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm sure we'll get some comparison shots and we can see. So yeah, he was around 60 in Phantom Menace. With 17 plus 421. Yeah, he was in his 60s in Phantom Menace. People have dumb theories sometimes. But his master could be in this.
Do we know who that was?
Plagueis. Darth
Plagueis.
Plagueis. He
Now,
could theoretically be young or I don't know how old he was, but he or his master could be in this.
what if
That's
Plagueis
him.
is who she's reporting to?
That's so that's how the first episode ends. It's a guy with a red lightsaber,
Yeah,
and she doesn't even know who he is.
right.
Who's he gonna be? I'm very excited to see who he is.
Okay, I told this to Taylor. She asked if she do I think we know who that guy is, and I said no. And I said I don't think we know who
I
he
agree.
is, but I think we know whoever his master is. Because I think
Okay.
he's reporting to someone, as the Sith do. You know, like they have a master, but then they like secretly
Yeah.
get an apprentice, and then they kill their master, and then they rise up or whatever.
The
So I
rule of
think he
two.
has someone. But now that you bring up Plagueis, it makes sense that he would be a little bit, maybe this younger guy, or this guy that we saw with the red lightsaber is an idiot, and he fails in overthrowing his master, Plagueis, and then I don't know. Plagueis could be an alien. He might live for a long time, for all we know. So
He's a Mun,
a Mun.
which are the bankers. If I'm getting, I might be getting that.
Oh, oh, that yes. From episode 2, right? They're like all
Yes.
around the table with the Death Star plans.
Yeah,
That's right.
and they're the bankers in Clone Wars. Darth
So
Plagueis the Wise. Yeah, he's one of them.
I'm not sure if that makes sense as for him being who she's reporting to then with the head.
I
Because he's
think I think he's next. I think we could see a young Plagueis, or it's Plagueis's master.
okay.
I think there's some separation. I don't think it's Darth Revan. I think that would be cheap because he's supposed to
Darth
be much older. But they're
Darth Revan does have the dope
the
mask though. Like this guy kind of looks like he
yeah.
has like a Kylo Ren mask. It kind of looks
I
like him.
I thought the same thing. It's Revan or Malik. Darth Malik. I forget if he's the OG one or not.
Oh yeah, Malik
No,
is cool
not Malik.
too.
I take that. I take that
I,
back down. Darth Revan.
Darth Revan
Who
is
low
kind of
key
my call, yeah.
and low key. I hope he's Keanu Reeves. Just because somebody like
Fan
put a
casted
picture
that.
of that or whatever, and I'm like obsessed with that idea.
Yes. I mean, yeah, this literally says Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan is perfect for the Acolyte. It's like, is that? Do we already know if that's Revan or not?
Nah, it's all
Revan would be
fan stuff.
sick. Did you think he sounded a lot like Ultron? The way he was
Oh,
talking. He sounded
uh,
so much like James
I
Spader.
need to hear it again.
I liked it.
I actually
I
want to listen to that again.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard this before, but like part of becoming a Sith, you have to kill a Jedi without a weapon.
Is that what it? Okay, I didn't quite catch what he was saying. Did he say acolyte?
He did, and I forgot to look up. I'll do that right now. What that means?
So is it becoming a Sith or becoming an acolyte?
Acolyte, a person assisting the celebrant in a religious service. A person
Okay.
assisting the celebrant. So she's an acolyte to him.
But what is acolyte for Star Wars?
No, well, I want to know what the word means. Like it, they. I don't think they have a different definition for it.
Oh, that's a weird helmet if that's real. No, that's a custom image. Interesting. The Sith rule of two really refers not to the number of Sith alive at one time, but to the specific dynamic between the master and the apprentice. I mean, I don't know about that because that's what the Jedi do. It's Jedi and Padawan.
Uh,
The rule of two literally had to do with preventing war because the Sith all fought each other.
but they break it all the time, don't they? Like Count Dooku had numerous Padawans, so
Did
there's
he?
always more than two. Asajj Ventress, was Darth Maul's brother not his?
Sidious and Dooku were the Sith.
I mean, why do the others not count?
I don't count them. The
Okay, then
Dooku was
sure,
picking one of them, and then he was going to kill Sidious. So there'd only be two. Because
sure,
is a Padawan isn't a Jedi.
sure.
That's
Yeah,
that's how I think about it.
yeah.
I don't just because you're dark side doesn't mean you're Sith.
I know that, but I just
I get confused with that though,
if
so I'm
you're
not. I don't.
you're right.
Yeah,
I think that claim is wrong. Like I think there's only ever two. It's not a theoretical thing, but
it would be like if there were only two Jedi, but then there were people training to be Jedi. It wouldn't mean that there were more. It doesn't have to do with Force users, and that's what I really liked about the entrance is that, or the like the opening like thing. It was like there are people training in the Force,
yeah,
Force users
right.
in like these corners, and that's very interesting. I'm not upset about that. We still need to find out what's going on with the orange dude in Ahsoka, right?
Which
And,
orange dude?
them their dynamic. The guy who passed away. I'm blanking on his
Oh,
name right now.
orange dude.
Balin.
Yeah.
He had an orange lightsaber, right? It wasn't
Oh, he
quite
did,
red.
didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah. There's some bigger lore things that they're ironing out right now.
Okay,
So
here. So the Jedi live in a dream they believe everyone shares. If you attack a Jedi with a weapon, you will fail. Steel or laser are no threat to them, but an acolyte kills without a weapon. An acolyte kills the dream. That doesn't explain what that what
yeah.
an acolyte is. As an acolyte of the dark side may is supposed to provide the existential threat. So
Not a Sith, but an acolyte.
yeah, they're maybe
It's
that's
like a
what the
dark side
Sith call their
spawn.
Padawans. You know, maybe
Could
they're an
be that.
acolyte.
I like that
But anyways,
because
my
we've never
point
heard
was,
that.
I
Yeah.
heard or I read something that Darth Vader had to do this. He had to go kill a Jedi without a lightsaber.
And then make his lightsaber from that lightsaber. I forgot about that. That's
Yes,
canon too.
so that's why I thought this was part of becoming a Sith was the killing without a weapon thing.
I think you nailed it.
Maybe though, I don't know. I mean, because
No, you nailed it.
well, we also don't know for sure if there is a master to this guy. He could be one, and he's looking for a new apprentice. So maybe there is room for her to become a Sith if she succeeds.
I think he has a master.
I think so too.
And the whole thing is they're always plotting to kill their master,
Yeah,
which
oh
is
yeah.
so
I mean,
evil.
that's expected. That's part of it. It's not even like, oh
Yeah.
man, you screwed me. It's like, you know they're going to eventually. That's the point.
And he killed Plagueis in his sleep.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, Palpatine lasts
Interesting.
for so long. And even though really he's supposed to be overthrown, he kind of is, but not in a I'm going to take your place kind of way. And then he comes back. It's like, bro, you lost. You're supposed to be gone. Like this you're breaking the chain.
Contingency.
But also it's
I
because the
hope they can
Sith died
fix
with
all
him.
that.
So he's like, I guess I got to come back and restart
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I hope they can fix all that. I'm sure there's some stuff in there that we can use, but I just don't want to think about it until it's fixed.
Dude, if they can fix the plot hole of the Death Star with an amazing movie, I think some shows, no more movies, but I think some shows in the
Yes.
sequel era can tie up some loose ends.
And whatever Mando's doing in that whole saga.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. She's killed 2 of the Jedi so far. We're going to see what happened. We're going to see why she's mad at them. But she killed
Do we want to
Trinity.
talk?
She
Yeah.
killed
hmm
what's his face from
Wait.
Game of Thrones.
Okay. Didn't know he was from Game of Thrones, but like, can we talk about that?
Yeah.
First of all, floating Jedi guy,
Yeah.
epic.
Yeah.
Uh, force field Jedi guy, epic.
Yeah, like his own projected force field. Is that what we're thinking that
Yeah,
was? Yeah.
she couldn't. That was his like aura.
Is
Like
that what
she could not get to him.
is that what Grogu was doing on that episode
No,
when no?
no. I think it's very different. This dude was just straight meditating. He hadn't spoken in over 10 years.
I know, but I mean Grogu was meditating too and he floated. He like did the cross
Wasn't
legs,
he
floated,
glowing?
and there was a force field around him.
But
We
this
could
dude
see
was
the force
invisible.
field, but there was a force field. I know, but it's very
Interesting.
similar.
No, that's a good call. I'm gonna look more into that to see if that's comparable.
Yeah. But
I just remember that one being very like hype, and this was like completely still, but it could be experienced.
both are
Similar,
serving
like
different purposes. One was a tense scene, this one
yeah,
is, and they tell us this guy is doing it to like escape his demons basically. He's not doing it because he's at peace. He's doing it to escape
from whatever it was that he did.
whatever happened, and then he gets poisoned.
Dude,
No,
when she
self-inflicted.
set
He
that
drank
down,
it on his own.
when she set that down and was like, "You confess to the Jedi, or drink this and kill yourself." Bro's like, "What's up? I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill myself." I'm just like, okay, so she's not wrong.
I know.
Is she not the bad guy?
She honestly she doesn't seem she's troubled, but she doesn't seem evil.
What about Vision, Black Eyes? I have to kill them all on the snow planet.
The young version of her, or am I
Yeah.
forgetting? Yeah,
Yep. In the
I don't
Vision.
know. I don't know. Taylor pointed out she's like I think that May is going to end up being good and Osha is going
OSHA.
to lose it and she's going to like kill her or kill somebody and like then I mean, she's already murdered 2 Jedi, so that's actually pretty bad. That's kind of like not really redeemable, but I don't think she's going to end up being bad. Maybe not by the end of the season, but I just think she's conflicted at the moment.
Twin Jedis could be pretty cool.
Very cool.
My guess is my dies
Yeah.
tragically.
It's pretty great to
Maybe
play
by
twins because
OSHA.
one of your characters can die and you're like, sick, I'll still come
Oh,
back next year.
I did think I was like, is she killing it playing both roles, or did they cast twins?
Ah, yeah, she's just killing it.
Yeah. Did they ever? They like rarely do that. I feel like sometimes,
Now,
obviously.
I'll go back to the Jedi in a second, but I know we both very early on suspected the twin thing, but then I feel like they try to make you think, oh, maybe you're wrong though. We've never seen them both in the
No,
same
no,
place. You never doubted a little bit.
never doubted. No,
It was
it
hilarious.
was the tattoo.
I was so shocked. I'm kind of annoyed that they like gave it away that early then. It's like I wish they could have let it be a little more of a mystery. Like you're right, the tattoo thing was immediate. So if you're paying attention,
I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
yeah. I couldn't believe.
It would have been hard to hide it and would have taken away. They also used it as like go in and act like the other girl.
Right. Yeah,
So they
true.
used it like right away. I'm
I
happy
couldn't.
because it got her absolved from the
Yeah. Well, that's the
murder.
thing. When she walked in and she found the dead Jedi, and they're all like, "What did you do?" And then Yord comes in behind her. I could not believe that he was like, "Yeah, she didn't do it. Yeah, I followed her the whole time."
Yeah.
Like he's so straight laced by the books that I thought he was going to be the one that didn't believe it this entire time. But no, he's like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, she's innocent. I don't know how, but she's innocent." It's like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Because he followed her. I'm glad he followed her because he was
Yeah.
suspicious. It ended up helping.
And then I kind of
That's why
liked him a
he's
little
not
more after
bad.
that. No, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because he's learning and Soul is teaching him that like gotta trust yourself.
Yeah.
It's not always your head. Sometimes it's like what is right here.
So
Um,
she's killed 2 Jedi. Soul is probably going to be the fourth one. Do you think she will kill the Wookiee?
Man, the Wookiee played by the same guy that plays Chewbacca, right? I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Junis, or whatever
That's
his
cool.
name is. Um. Uh.
I
I want to say
think she
no,
will.
but I think yes, and then I don't think that she'll kill Soul.
Right.
I don't think he dies.
I think she has to fail in killing one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe not.
I like him. Don't kill him right away. It would be very Qui-Gon of him to die right away.
I think they know they have something good with him. I hope.
I love him.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I think the Wookiee is kind of disposable. There's we don't ever see Wookiee Jedi hardly, except for like the little Padawan in Clone Wars, I feel like.
Hmm.
So that's very cool. I'd like for them to explore that more, but we don't know this person. We don't really have any attachment. He doesn't speak English, so it's not like we're like, oh no, not that guy. He's just a Wookiee. I'll be
Yeah.
shocked if she can
He just
kill
goes,
him,
"Aw."
unless she
Uh,
does some
um,
dirty like cheating moves to kill him, which she probably will. But
yeah, I mean, in that, dude, I was surprised they showed him
yeah.
in episode 2 because I'm ready, and that was a great entrance.
Also,
Like,
we always watch with subtitles. The 2 guys that he came across were speaking Huttese. Is that weird for humans to just be speaking Huttese?
mm, yeah, I got nothing there.
I thought that was an interesting language for them to be speaking.
We weren't watching with subtitles, so
Well,
I did not
I
know.
told you. And he lives in a crashed ship, so maybe he's been like stranded there.
He's definitely living. Mm, I thought that, but like, no, they wouldn't just abandon him there.
I mean, if they know where he is, if she's able to find him, then someone should have been able to find him by this point, or he has some kind of distress beacon or something. So yeah,
And there's people on the planet. I feel like if he wanted to leave, he could go leave.
yeah. So
He's
uh,
training. He's yeah.
he's lifting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yay, I'm excited. I'm happy you're enjoying it.
I was
Yeah, I'm excited for more. Have they said anything about like will there be more seasons of this?
no, I don't think we know. I if they already announced there's more seasons, then I might not have hope for there being like a good end to this, or
Yeah.
maybe what they're telling, the story that they're telling isn't going to finish this season. So like that sucks. I think they might want us to think that this is going to be a standalone story, and then after they're going to be like, yeah, but there's more to tell, and I think that would be good. So I hope. I mean, I don't even think. Do we know for sure if there's more Ahsoka coming? That's still kind of
Yes,
up.
100%.
100%. Okay.
100%. Um, Real quick, the person with the red eyes and stuff, same species as the spy in A New Hope.
The guy with the little like the bubble with the juice in it.
Yes.
Yeah, he looked like that, and then yeah, that glass jar thing looked like those weird spiders on Tatooine, the monks or whatever.
Couple other things. The white and the gold robes are traditional for High Republic Jedi. The cat girl is an existing
Character?
character from the Clone Wars.
Really?
Zagarian Jedi. Oh, it's these cat people. They were in Clone Wars.
Um. Oh, I remember them.
I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Okay. The Jedi Temple is higher on Coruscant, a sign of the High Republic era.
What? They did.
It
They
says
raised. They
most
lowered
of
it
its
later.
more of its lower levels can be seen, and the temple looks higher than the rest of the city planet.
I think that's because, like you pointed
The
out, there's
idea is,
less buildings.
I think that's what it is. I knew something was off. The Force is an ocean. I see fire. Ah, Order 66. I did
Yep.
catch that when they said, "What do you see?"
Yeah. That was cool.
Probe droids. I'm just doing a quick Easter egg. Look, Karlak, the snow planet, was in the Clone Wars, apparently. Oh, the face hugger. We didn't talk about the parasite that subdued the guy. I actually wanted to give a call out to when Soul like calmed the guy's mind. That was one of my favorite scenes where he was straight up like, "She saved me and I betrayed her and took the last escape pod." Like it was like he fixed him.
Yeah. That was cool. I hope they show us more unique Jedi traits with him that maybe were lost to the Jedi completely. That these more peaceful, you know, middle of the road Jedi
Yeah,
knew how to do. Um, just to
I
go
like
back
that.
to these Zagarians, these cat people,
Hmm.
they look like cats. They actually look like
Yeah,
standing on. This girl has a human face with cat ears and like some spikes, and
I agree.
it's just it looks like cosplay. That's what bugs me. I
Yeah,
I wish they
could
did
have
a
done
better
better there.
job with that. She also maybe she's like half Zagarian, half human because she also has human hair.
Yeah, good point.
Maybe
Weird. It
that,
was
and
weird. It was off.
I
That's
can
why something
understand
was
that.
off.
Yeah,
Another call out. There was a line that said always one but born as two.
yeah,
They were referencing the Force dyad,
yep. Like
light and dark
Ray
side.
and Kylo,
Hmm.
Ben. I gotta start calling him Ben. It sounds
Yep.
weird to call him Kylo now for some reason.
Ah, I get you. Ah, the true purpose of astromechs for space work. I thought about that. I was like, that's why there were all those astromechs on the Naboo ship. It's like
Yep.
y'all go out there and yes, that made me really happy.
Is that what they're for? Like they're meant to be outside the ship
They're
repair droids?
astromechs. I
That's
never
very
thought about
cool.
that.
Never thought about that either.
That
Because
made
they
me really
had,
happy. The R2 units.
yeah, yeah, they had magnetic like suction to the
Hmm.
hull of the ship kind of thing, right? Yeah,
Yeah, that's why astromechs like R2D2 are so important.
very cool.
It's illegal for organics to do the work. Yeah,
That's
that's like my favorite like lore piece
little
from.
thing. That's so shocking though. That, like, especially where they are, it seems like, aren't they kind of hinting that they were in kind of like the Outer Rims kind of a thing, or the,
Yes, they did mention the Outer
you
Rims.
wouldn't
Or
think they'd
no,
have.
or is that where the Wookiee is?
Also funny that her name is OSHA, and they got like a workers violation going on. Literal OSHA
That
violation.
is funny. I heard OSHA, but I didn't like they're actually having OSHA had a violation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I like this so much and why I'm so disinterested in a season 2 of any of the other shows. Not The Mandalorian. I don't count that. I want more Mandalorian, but I
Because it
I
feels
mean
better.
I guess it's
It
because
it
it's
feels
new.
right. They nailed it.
The other ones feel
No, they
too
nailed it.
forced with like,
Oh,
here's more story with these characters. It's like Mandalorian's all new characters and then they fold some people in, but and this is entirely new. So like I'm totally down. You're not. I think that's why. It
fresh.
sucks. I really wish more content with our like favorite classic characters could be great always, but it's not a perfect recipe every time.
I just want to add this. It says when the Jedi confront Khmer, the servant of May's master, begs the Jedi not to wipe his mind. This was a power the Jedi most famously implemented in Legends on Darth Revan, a former Jedi who had been corrupted by the dark side. While Revan is still part of the Star Wars canon through Rise of Skywalker, the particular events of his life in the official continuity have largely gone unrevealed. Please be Darth Revan, and please be Keanu Reeves, who is a fallen Jedi.
I I think it's got to be now, honestly. That would be
With
so
that, yeah,
amazing. What does Revan have to do with Rise of Skywalker?
the the Sith ships, were named after former Sith people, and that's when he officially became canon.
That's cool. Was that in like the novelization of it or something?
Like a Revan squadron. I don't even know if it was in the novelization or if it was like a toy or something,
Okay,
but
cool. All right.
we'll
Any
see.
last little tidbits? Or I think we summarized that pretty good.
I think we did, and we hit all that stuff. I'm excited for next week, the week after, however order we watch this in. I'm ready for 2 more episodes.
Yeah, we may occasionally talk about it here on the podcast, but I think probably the plan will be to do a final thoughts on the show when it's all over. We'll wrap up the whole thing. But yeah, please let us know if you're watching. Let us know what you think. Do you like it more than some of the other Star Wars shows? Do you like this time period that it's set in? Do you like the new characters? I'd love to know what you all think out there. Please comment below. Please follow us on our social media. It is Huber Rebels on everything, where we post our clips and shorts and TikToks and all that kind of stuff. And please support us on Patreon. We'd really appreciate it. We've got some longer episodes, some ad-free episodes, a handful of perks on there to give us some support, and we'd really appreciate that. But until next time, I've got nothing else. My name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. We are the Huber Rebels.
Until next time.
Welcome to the rebellion.